Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports. We have a Sunday doubleheader here for you. First up, as we continue with week number 2 of our current sim season, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Washington Redskins. Both teams won on opening day, and they both scored upsets on opening day. The Jaguars upset the Panthers, and the Redskins upset the Cowboys. And so it's a showdown of early undefeated teams here in week 2. The second game of our doubleheader will be an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Buffalo at 0-1, Miami at 1-0. So let's head to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, for this interconference matchup here in week 2 between the Jaguars and the Redskins here at Jammin' Sports. FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. It's the Jaguars and the Redskins. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Two teams who won on opening day. Both teams trying to get to 2-0. The Redskins and the Jaguars here at our nation's capital. Evil Dead's got the REDSKINS -3. We're underway from FedEx Field. Wheeler, about 3 yards deep, brings it out over the 20 and out to the 24-yard line. On the return, number 31. That's Randall Wheeler, who they picked up from the Raiders during the offseason. 1st and 10, Jacksonville, led by their starting quarterback, Billy Joe Booth, the former Patriot. He started with the Jags, and now he's back with the Jags. The Patriots let him go during the offseason, and he went back to his old stomping grounds, Jacksonville. So Billy Joe Booth has come full circle, back with the Jags in his 10th year out of Kentucky. Evil Dead and Sports Davis are in, and they're already in mid-season form. Billy Joe Booth under center on 1st and 10. Booth hands off to Josh Allen around the outside, and the running back out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 14 yards. In his 8th year out of Oklahoma State, mostly as a backup for several different teams, now a starter for the Jaguars. Josh Allen. On the tackle, number 50, Cameron Wright, in his 2nd year out of Oklahoma. First and 10, Jaguars from the 38-yard line. Williams in motion. Booth fakes the handoff, rolls out, he gets sacked. Back at the 32-yard line. On the sack, Bryant Trickett, in his 2nd year out of Ole Miss, the defensive end. Let's watch the replay as Trickett comes around. It'll be a loss of 6 yards. They'll bring up 2nd and 16. Just underway, opening drive. Jaguars and the Redskins here in week 2. W. On 2nd and 16 from the 32-yard line. Booth in the shotgun, 4 receivers set wide. Booth back, throws downfield, caught by Reed, out to the 46-yard line. Brad Reed, the former Redskin, the former Seahawk. Reed now in his 10th year out of Tennessee. Reed spent 8 years with the Redskins, 2 seasons with, actually 1 season with Seattle. And now he's with the Jaguars. 3rd and 2 from the 46. Yep, he sure did. Booth on 3rd down. Throws to the near side, caught by Hayes. Alex Hayes, the former Falcon. Number 85 in his 9th year out of Miami. Makes the catch. Good for 12 yards on a Jaguar first down. In fact, the Jaguars picked up a lot of Falcons. The Falcons let a lot of people go, and the Jaguars picked up a lot of them during the offseason on both sides of the ball. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Opening drive, nice opening drive by Jacksonville. Booth drops back, throws down the middle, caught by Williams. Jamie Williams, the former 49er, down to the 22-yard line, a 20-yard gain. Jamie Williams, in his 14th year out of Maryland, spent 13 years with San Francisco. The 49ers let him go. The Jaguars said, we're reforming, we'll take you. And he gets a 20-yard catch for the first down. The Jaguars do have Cole Evans. Under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. In the I formation. Booth. Play action. Rolls out. He's going to take off. And Billy Joe Booth inside the 10. Down to the 5-yard line. A 17-yard gain. Brian Trickett makes the tackle. It'll be 1st and goal Jacksonville from the 5. Nice opening drive by Jacksonville. Led by their all-pro quarterback, Billy Joe Booth. 1st and goal from the 5. That's Evil Dead's favorite quarterback, Billy Joe Booth. In the shotgun on 1st and goal. Booth to Allen, and Allen down to the 2-yard line. Let's take a look at some lineups here. Let's start with the Jaguars on offense. Up front, Palmer, Akers, Rackley, Sitton, and Polk. And then it's Hayes, White, Allen, Williams, and Chase. Yes, Nathan Chase. With his 4th team now. He's on the Jaguars. Nathan Chase, the former Dolphin, Eagle, and Seahawk, now with Jacksonville. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Chase in motion. Booth looking. Booth is going to take off. And he's in for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run by Billy Joe Booth to cap off the drive for the touchdown. Nice opening drive by the Jaguars. They take the opening kickoff, march down the field, and get a touchdown. And to be honest with you, they kind of made it look easy. The Redskins didn't put up much resistance. Noah White, the kicker, in his 4th year out of LSU, will come on out. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jaguars lead it 7-0. 4:36 left to play here in the first quarter. We're live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. And Sports Davis in the house. My 2 moderators. Enjoying the game here this afternoon. Bills and Dolphins up next. So the Redskins will get the ball for the first time, down 7-0. Noah White will kick off. Fielded by Norris at the 2-yard line. James Norris over the 20-25. A flag is down as he brings it out to about the 32-yard line, and this may be coming back. On Donnell Carter. In week 1, the Redskins upset the Cowboys 21-18. So they're 1-0. And the Jaguars upset the Panthers in Jacksonville. They're 1-0. First and 10 from the 18-yard line. Kurt Sullivan, the quarterback, throws, gets it out to Justin Vaden, the tight end, out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kurt Sullivan, the quarterback, in his 9th year out of Florida State. And Justin Vaden, the tight end, in his 8th year out of Tennessee. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Sullivan in the gun on 2nd down. Sullivan hands off to Ciali, and Dante Ciali is going to lose a yard back to the 22-yard line. On the tackle, number 55, Dante Lockwood, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Minnesota. The Jaguars and the other expansion team, the Cardinals, interesting rosters made up of cast-offs of a lot of other teams. The Jags have a lot of Falcons on their roster. 3rd and 6 from the 22. Sullivan back. Throws downfield. Caught by Swift. Rashard Swift. But he's going to be well shy of the first down. He only gains a yard. On the tackle, Barrett Briggs, another former Falcon, in his 7th year out of Florida. It'll be 4th and 5. And the Redskins are going to have to punt. I think overall the Jaguars picked up 6 ex-Falcon players. I think that's about right. Thomas Sears back to punt for the Redskins on 4th down. They go 3 and out. Sears gets the punt away. Fielded by Hayes at the 23-yard line. And Alex Hayes, the former Falcon, out to the 39-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The former Patriot, Billy Joe Booth, back at Jacksonville. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars at their own 39-yard line. Up 7-0. 3:02 left to play in the first quarter. Yeah, I like what Evil Dead said. The Jaguars do have good-looking uniforms. Good-looking helmets, actually. Sometimes the uniforms get bizarre. Booth under center. Hands off to Josh Allen, who gets out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. Josh Allen, in his 8th year out of Oklahoma State, he's never been a starter. He's kind of a journeyman running back. He's been on several teams, to include the Giants, the Bengals, the Cowboys, and the Seahawks, but all as a backup. 2nd and 3 from the 47-yard line. Booth, play action, throws, incomplete. He overthrew Jamie Williams, the tight end. Let's take a look at the Redskins defense. They play a 3-4. Trickett, Ray, and Enoch up front. Kaufman, Foster, Wright, and Blanchard, the linebackers. And the secondary, Wallace, Wright, Cole, and James. Once again, Davis, that is the forbidden word. We don't say that word. 3rd and 3 for Jacksonville from the 47-yard line. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 5 receivers set wide. Booth in the gun. Booth drops back. Throws outside to Little. David Little, another ex-Falcon, the tight end, in his 11th year out of Oklahoma State. Down to the Redskin 46-yard line. A gain of 7 yards and a Jaguar first down. On the tackle, number 54, Robert Foster, the fourth-year linebacker out of Tennessee. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Jacksonville. Booth under center. Booth hands off to Allen around the outside. And Allen down to the 41-yard line, a gain of 5 yards. Cameron Wright on the tackle, the linebacker, in his second year out of Oregon. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Jacksonville. Evil Dead was the one to convince me to bring Jacksonville back. So I had to bring another team back too, the Cardinals. So we're at an even 30 this season. 2nd and 5, Booth to Allen up the middle. And Allen to the 36-yard line. Very close to the first down, a gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Cameron Cole on the tackle in his 8th year out of Chattanooga. Bright sunny afternoon here at Landover, Maryland. It's about 78 degrees at kickoff. 3rd and 1, Booth in the shotgun. Booth back, throws outside, caught by Brad Reed. Down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 12 yards. First down, Jacksonville. This Jacksonville team reminds me of the real-life Carolina Panthers when they first formed. They had all these veteran players, and they were good right away. Jaguars have a lot of cast-off veteran players from other teams. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Booth hands off to Josh Allen. And Allen gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Actually, a loss of a yard. On the tackle, Larry Peters, number 92, in his 14th year out of Michigan State. He's been around a while. Peters, 9 years with the Bengals, and now in his 5th year with the Redskins. It'll be 2nd and 11 for Jacksonville. 5 receivers set wide. Booth in the gun. Booth to White. And this is Jake White in his 7th year out of Notre Dame. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Jacksonville up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We start the second quarter. Jacksonville up 7-0 on the Redskins. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Jaguars at the Redskin 18-yard line. Third and 4 from the 18-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth looking. Booth throws to the near side. It's tipped and knocked away by Sean Wright, the 4th-year safety out of Maryland. And that will bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars will have to settle for 3. Noah White will come on. This will be a 35-yard field goal attempt. It'll put the Jaguars up by 10. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jaguars lead at 10-0. 7:53 left to play here in the first half. Live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Surprising Jaguars with a 10-0 lead, trying to start off 2-0. The Jaguars next week will host the New York Giants back down in Jacksonville. And the Redskins next week will be at Dallas. An early season rematch. They played Dallas last week. Quirk of the schedule, they played Dallas in weeks 1 and 3. There's the kick. Fielded by Brandon, 2 yards deep over the 10, 15, 20. And Brandon out to the 22-yard line. Danny Brandon, the rookie out of Kansas State, on the return. Redskins offense comes back out. Down by 2 possessions. 1st and 10. The Bills at the Dolphins will be the second game today. That'll be after this one. We'll head down to Miami for that. Sports Davis likes that. His 2 favorite teams, the Bills and the Dolphins, up next. 1st and 10 from the 22. Sullivan under center. Hands off to Ciali up the middle, and Dante Ciali to the 31-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. Ciali's first carry in his 7th year out of Marshall. When it comes to chicken, all the meat's good. I love fried chicken, man. It's my favorite. 2nd and 1 from the 31-yard line. Sullivan under center. Sullivan to Ciali around the outside. He makes a move. Very close to the first down. Out to the 32-yard line. He's got it. A 1-yard gain. Making the tackle, Ken Washington, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Oregon. But Ciali gets enough for the first down. I'm glad you think you know things. Yep, Evil Dead and Sports Davis are in mid-season form. Yep, Bills and Fins up next. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Carter in motion. Sullivan hands off to Ciali, and Dante Ciali about a 2-yard gain out to the 34-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Jaguars lead at 10-0 here in the second quarter. And the Redskins, to be honest with you, haven't looked all that great so far. Trying to get their act together here on this drive. 2nd and 8 from the 34-yard line. They come out in the I formation. Sullivan fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught by Say all the way down to the 43-yard line. A 23-yard reception to Virgil Say in his 8th year out of Oregon State. He played 2 seasons with the Bengals and now in his 6th season with the Redskins. Virgil Say. Speaking of helmets, I'll say it again. Those Redskins helmets, they were one of the best in the league. Just a good-looking helmet. 1st and 10 from the 48. Sullivan back. Sullivan throws down the middle. It's nearly picked off. Getting his hands on it, Lee Gold. Speaking of the Bengals, the former Bengal linebacker, Lee Gold, he was a free agent, and the Redskins, or the Jaguars, picked him up during the offseason in his 14th year out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Washington at the Jacksonville 43. Sullivan in the gun. Sullivan throws to the near side, evaded, and he can't hold on, incomplete. Knocked away by Lee Gold, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 10. That'll stop the clock, 5:44 left to play. Here in the second quarter. Jaguars up 10-0. Redskins come out, 4 receivers set wide. Sullivan in the gun. Sullivan back. Throws downfield, caught by Hicks. Down to the 30-yard line. Jerry Hicks, the 3rd-year receiver out of Ole Miss. A gain of 13 yards on a Redskin. First down. Lee Gold on the tackle. He's everywhere. kept the Jaguar uniforms simple because they can get kind of outlandish with their uniforms. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Sullivan under center. Fakes the handoff. Throws downfield, and it's nearly picked off. Broken up by Barrett Briggs, the former Falcon, in his 7th year out of Florida, the free safety. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Well, when they don't get all Picasso on you, yeah. The combination I have them in right now looks pretty good. I'm not a fan of the monochrome uniform unless it's white on white. 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Sullivan looking, throws outside to Norris. And Norris gonna lose a yard back to the 31-yard line. I remember the two-tone helmet. And it's available here. I could always put them in it, but it just looked dumb. I didn't like that two-tone helmet. A loss of a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 11. I don't like monochromatic uniforms because it reminds me of high school uniforms. And you're supposed to be in the pros. Look sharp. If you're in the pros, look sharp, man. And sometimes less is more. Actually, a lot of times less is more. 3rd and 11 from the 31-yard line. Sullivan in the gun. Sullivan back. Throws outside, caught by Collins. He's going to be well shy of the first down. A gain of 5 yards. It'll bring up 4th and 6. Jalen Collins, the rookie running back out of Miami, made the catch. It'll be 4th down. And Mike Bragg will come out. This will be a 43-yard field goal attempt to get the Redskins on the board. Mike Bragg in his 6th year out of Air Force. Kick is up. Barely made that one. But it's good. Redskins on the board. Jacksonville's lead it 10-3. 4:05 left to play here in the first half. Live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The uniforms that I wish were available on Madden 20, or any Madden really, 19, whatever, for the Jaguars would be their original uniforms. When they first came out, I thought those were their best uniform. They were sharp. There's the kick. Fielded by Hayes at the 5-yard line over the 20, 25. And Alex Hayes out to the 32-yard line. I said the uniform I wish that was available for Jacksonville is their original uniform when they first came out. Those first couple of seasons with Fred Taylor and everybody, those were sharp uniforms. Those looked really good. I mean, these here aren't bad, but I wish those other ones were available, but they're not. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Jaguars up 10-3. Booth in the shotgun. Booth draws back, throws outside, incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 3:57 left. Well, they were different. All the uniforms have been different. I'll give him that. 3 receivers to the far side. Booth in the gun. Booth throws down the middle, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10. I remember 1999, the Jaguars, they went 14-2. Their only 2 losses was to the Titans. And then they lost to the Titans in the championship game. 3rd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Booth back to throw. Rolls out. Throws back across the field. Incomplete. But think about that year for a moment, 1999. The Jaguars went 15-0 against teams not called the Tennessee Titans. And they went 0-3 against the Titans. On fourth down, Cody Meyer gets the punt blocked. And the Redskins are going to have it in great field position at the 21-yard line. Cameron Cole came in and blocked it. Cody Meyer, who was on the Jets last season, gets his punt blocked, and it's recovered by Clint Session, the linebacker. And now the Redskins with a golden opportunity to tie up the game. They're down 10-3. 3:42 left to play in the first half. Jaguars up 10-3. That was the year the Titans went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Rams. Yeah, overall not so good. 1st and 10 from the 21. Sullivan under center. Sullivan drops back. Steps up. And he's going to take off. And he gets down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. But you just have to kind of think about that stat for a moment. In 1999, the Jaguars went 14-0 in the regular season and 1-0 in the playoffs. So 15-0 against teams not called the Titans. But they were 0-3 against the Titans. Sullivan on 2nd and 5. Throws downfield. Caught. No, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 5. I mean, that is crazy. And when you look at those games back in 99 against the Titans won all 3 of those games by over 2 possessions. 2 possessions or more. 3rd and 5, Sullivan back. Throws a screen to Ciali down to the 18-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards. It'll bring up 4th and 7. Lee Gold on the tackle. The Redskins are not going to tie it up. They're going to have to settle for 3. It's 4th down. And this will be a 35-yard field goal attempt by Mike Bragg coming up. And 2 of those losses to the Titans were at home in the regular season and the championship game. Bragg from 35 yards. Snap, kick is up. Looks good, and the ref say it is. I love having the refs there. The Jaguars' lead is now 10-6 with 2:32 left to play here in the first half. Live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. They're finally going to start tearing down RFK Stadium in August. And that's the proposed site for a new stadium for the Redskins, / whatever you want to call them, now that they have new ownership. Only 9 winning seasons, really. And a lot of those were early on. Thomas Sears will kick off for the Redskins. Fielded by Wheeler at the 2-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. Randall Wheeler, who they picked up from the Raiders in his 7th year out of Miami. First down, Jacksonville at the 33-yard line. There's Sports Davis's quarterback, the former Patriot, Billy Joe Booth, in his 10th year out of Kentucky. He played 5 seasons with the Patriots. Before that, he played 3 with the Jaguars, 1 with the Giants, 5 with the Patriots, and now he's back on the Jaguars. In the I formation, Booth, play action. Booth throws to the near side, incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The shoe salesman, Billy Joe Booth. Evil Dead's favorite quarterback. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Booth under center. Booth, play action, throws downfield, caught by Chase. Nope, incomplete. He can't hold on. It was broken up by, Edwin James in his 8th year out of Oregon State. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. And that'll stop the clock with 2:18 left. I don't mind him now. He's away from the trash. Booth in the shotgun on 3rd down. Booth back. Booth looking, in trouble, throws, gets it out to Williams. Jamie Williams out to the 44-yard line, a gain of 11. The veteran tight end, the former 49er, Jamie Williams. First down, Jacksonville. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Jacksonville leads it by a score of 10-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Back here at FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-0 Jaguars, the 1-0 Redskins. Jacksonville leads at 10-6. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Here in the first half, we're at the 2-minute warning. 4 receivers set wide, Booth in the gun on 1st and 10. Booth drops back, throws downfield, caught by Chase. Out to the 42-yard line, Nathan Chase. The much-traveled wide receiver, the former Dolphin, Eagle, and Seahawk, now in his 12th year out of Hawaii. A 14-yard gain into Redskin territory, down to the 42-yard line. A minute 40 and counting. Neither team taking a timeout yet. Jaguars come out on 1st and 10. Booth under center. Booth, 3-step drop, throws inside, nearly picked off. Robert Foster, the linebacker, knocked it down. In his 4th year out of Tennessee. Intended for Chase. Speaking of Chase, Evil Dead made it known the other day, it's been almost a year since our Chase here at Jammin' Sports on Twitch. We have yet to see him. It's been almost a year. Yeah, what a joke, Urban Meyer. On 2nd and 10 from the 42. Booth back, throws, and that's knocked down, incomplete. Knocking it down, number 50, Cameron Wright. It'll be 3rd and 10. We used to have somebody that came in about a year ago. His name was Chase. We haven't seen him in almost a year now. Last we saw him, he was on a college campus somewhere, purportedly. 3rd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Booth back. Booth throws downfield, caught by Chase. Down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. Another Jaguar first down. As we're coming up on a minute left. Jaguars now in field goal range. Yeah, the Redskins as an organization have been bad for a while now. You know, I firmly believe it starts from the top down. You got bad ownership, you're going to have a bad team. 1st and 10 from the 29. Booth back to throw. Throws outside to Josh Allen. And he's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 will be 2nd and 6. You can look throughout history. The teams that were notoriously bad had bad owners, and they didn't get good until they got good ownership. The Cardinals with Bidwell in St. Louis is a good example. The Buccaneers with Culverhouse in the early years. 2nd and 6, Booth back to throw. And it's nearly picked off by Edwin James, intended for Nathan Chase. Incomplete, it'll be 3rd and 6. When the Redskins had solid ownership, they were a good team. But when Snyder took over, it all fell apart. I remember when the Redskins used to win Super Bowls on a regular basis back in the 80s. 3rd and 6 from the 25-yard line. Booth in the shotgun. 4 receivers set wide. Yep. Booth looking. Throws downfield. Caught by Allen. Down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. It'll be 1st and goal Jacksonville. If they take a timeout, they have 2 left. With 40 seconds left to play in the half. Jacksonville trying to make it a 2-possession game going into halftime. The Buccaneers didn't get good until the Glaziers took over. And they won their first Super Bowl. See, who owns them now? I forget. But it's another solid ownership team. That's why they're good. On 1st and goal from the 8-yard line, Booth in the shotgun. Booth drops back, throws to Williams, and Jamie Williams down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 4 yards to be 2nd and goal. 36 seconds left to play here in the first half. Jacksonville has 1 more timeout left. Glazier still owns it? Okay, I wasn't sure if he did or not. But look at any perennially bad team. Chances are they have bad ownership. You can almost bet your money on it. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. When Al Davis started losing his mind, the Raiders went with him. On 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line, Booth throws a fade, and it's incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 32 seconds left. Alex Hayes, the intended receiver. It'll be 3rd and goal. Yeah, well, he got himself a deal. I'm sure he can turn around and sell the Bucs for about $8 billion right now or something stupid. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth looking. Rolls out. Throws back across to Hayes. Touchdown. Jacksonville. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Alex Hayes, the 9th-year receiver out of the University of Miami. Yeah, that's right. He owns that soccer team. Well, the Jacksonville Jaguars didn't get better until their current owner took over. What's his name? He's got the name I can never pronounce. He owns a soccer team too. Noah White for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Jaguars lead at 17-6. A 2-possession lead with 26 seconds left here in the first half. Redskins still have 3 timeouts, but not a whole lot of time to work with. We're live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, week number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Yeah, there he is. Khan. You know, the bad guy from Star Trek. He owns the Jaguars. I'd be willing to bet money right now that Well, now I take that back. I forgot the Jaguars are planning to build or renovate the Gator Bowl. There's the kick. Fielded by Brandon at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. Brings it out to the 27-yard line. Danny Brandon, the rookie out of Kansas State. If he cannot find funding to renovate, I still call it the Gator Bowl. Khan owns properties in Chicago. If the Bears move to the suburbs, Soldier Field is sitting right there. In a bigger market that can support two teams. It wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't get the funding to renovate the Gator Bowl, that they'll move to Chicago if Soldier Field, the Jaguars. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Sullivan to Ciali. Out to the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Because the city of Chicago does not want Soldier Field to sit empty. They don't want the Bears to move. The Bears have already bought property in the suburbs, that racetrack. And we hit halftime. Your halftime score, Jacksonville 17, Washington 6, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We get ready to start the second half. The 1-0 Jaguars and the 1-0 Redskins. Jacksonville leads it 17-6. We get set to start the second half. The Redskins will receive here in the third quarter. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Brandon at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20. And Danny Brandon brings it out to the 23-yard line. Let's see if the Redskins can get back in this game. They played a much better game against Dallas last week. In fact, the Redskins kind of dominated that game. They're off to a sluggish start today. Let's see if they can regroup here in the second half. Jaguars up by 11. Redskins come out on 1st and 10. Sullivan in the shotgun. Sullivan hands off to Dante Ciali up the middle, and Ciali making his way out to the 37-yard line. A 14-yard gain by Dante Ciali, the 7th-year back out of Marshall, University of Marshall, or Marshall University. It's in West Virginia. First down, Redskins. He's still a quality back in his 7th year. It's a good, strong back. 1st and 10, Redskins from the 37-yard line. Redskins trying to make it a one-possession game on this drive. Hands off to Ciali again up the middle, and again, a nice gain, 12 yards this time. Nope, make it 14, out to the 49-yard line of the Jacksonville Jaguars. First down, Redskins. On the tackle, number 20, Xavier Pittman, another former Falcon, in his 8th year out of Oklahoma. 1st and 10, Redskins at the Jaguar 49. Sullivan under center. Looking. Rolls out. Throws to Norris. All the way down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards and a Redskin first down. James Norris, in his third year out of Ball State. Redskins now threatening at the Jaguar 26-yard line. They're in field goal range. 4 receivers set wide. Sullivan under center. Sullivan hands off to Ciali up the middle, and Ciali to the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Lee Gold on the tackle. We talked about him before, the former Bengal. Gain of 6 yards. On 2nd down from the Jaguar 20. Redskins trying to get back in the game. Sullivan under center. Sullivan to Ciali inside. Very close to the first down. Down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 13 inches. On the tackle, Vince Ellington, another former Falcon, in his third year out of Indiana. It'll be 13 inches at the 16-yard line. We're just going to call Jacksonville Atlanta South, man. It's a lot of former Falcons. Sullivan to McDade. He gets nailed in the backfield. Landon McDade gets nailed by number 55, Dante Lockwood. Be a loss of about 2.5, 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 3. And the Redskins, once again, are going to have to kick a field goal. It'll make it a 1-possession game. Make it an 8-point game. Mike Bragg will come out. This will be from 35 yards. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Jaguars' lead is now 17-9 with 5:03 left to play. Here at FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, week 2, here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead on his predictions is 7-2 so far this season. He has picked the Redskins in this one. So he needs a comeback. Bills Dolphins up next. We'll be down in Miami for that one. The second game of our doubleheader today. Thomas Sears will kick off. Fielded by Wheeler at the 4-yard line over the 25. And Randall Wheeler out to the 27-yard line. 5 minutes exactly left to play here in the third quarter as Billy Joe Booth comes back out. The 10th-year quarterback out of Kentucky. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie. There you go. Evil Dead will spell your name now. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville from the 27-yard line, up by 8. Booth under center. Hands off to Josh Allen up the middle. And Allen out to the 33-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Brian Trickett on the tackle. Well, she left. Be glad she's not here. You totally butchered her name. 2nd and 4 from the 33-yard line. He misspelled your name on purpose. Allen up the middle. Allen, a big gain. Josh Allen all the way out to the 49-yard line. 17 yards. Make it 18 yards for Josh Allen. Out to the Redskin 49-yard line. He spelled it backwards. First down, Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 49. Jaguars come out. Booth under center. He'll hand off to Allen again. Another big gain by Allen. Down to the 39-yard line, a gain of 10 yards. Another Jacksonville first down. The 8th-year running back out of Oklahoma State, Josh Allen. A perennial backup finally gets his big chance to start for a team because we brought the Jaguars back. First and 10 from the 39. Jaguars on the move. Booth under center. Booth to Allen. This time Allen gets hit in the backfield by Trickett. The defensive end, Brian Trickett. A loss of 3 yards. It'll be second and 13. Back at the 41-yard line. Trickett in his second year out of Ole Miss. Both teams trying to get to a 2-0 start. On second and 13. Booth in the shotgun. 4 receivers set wide. Booth looking. Booth throws to Reed. Down to the 32-yard line. Brad Reed. A gain of 9 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. He is quick. Trevon Wallace on the tackle. In his 8th year out of Miami, the defensive back. Under 3 minutes left now in the third quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Jaguars at the Redskin 32-yard line. Booth in the shotgun. Booth throws inside to Reed, and Reed can't hold on. Broken up by Cameron Wright and Cameron Cole. The two Camerons broke up that pass. It'll be 4th down. This will be a 49-yard field goal attempt by Noah White in his 4th year out of LSU. A journeyman kicker. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. White nails it from 49 yards. And the Jaguars are back up by 11. 20-9 with 2.5 minutes left to play. Here in the third quarter. Here at FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, week 2. Here at Jammin' Sports. I like how some people pronounce it Jaguars. They make it 3 syllables. As opposed to Jaguars, 2 syllables. I call them Jaguars. That's what the press calls them, so I'm going with it. I don't have a preference either way, but I think Jaguars is what it should be. There's the kick. Fielded by Norris. He'll take a knee. Touchback. And the Redskins will have it at the 25-yard line. Down 20-9 with 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. See if the Redskins can finally get a touchdown. Get back in this game. We'll have the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins next. We'll head down to Miami for that one. You identify as a Jaguar? Okay. Sullivan, play action. Throws downfield, caught by Say. All the way out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 23 yards. And a Redskin first down. I identify as an Austin Martin. Or Aston Martin. The James Bond car. Aston Martins are cool cars. First and 10 from the 48-yard line. We're coming up on 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Sullivan under center. Sullivan to Ciali. And Dante Ciali gets a yard out to the 49-yard line. Dante Lockwood tackles Dante Ciali. It'll be 2nd and 9. Seems to be accepted. On 2nd and 9. Redskins come out. 4 receivers set wide. Sullivan in the shotgun. Sullivan looking. Throws outside to Cieli. And Dante Cieli down to the 39-yard line. A 12-yard gain, a Redskin first down. That's right, Dante, first down. The Jaguars will host the 2-0 Giants next week. The Giants are surprising 2-0 out the gate with victories over the Patriots and the Jets. On 1st and 10 from the 39, Sullivan under center. Sullivan drops back. Sullivan rolls out. And he's going to take off, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line. On the tackle, Matthew Lewis in his 13th year out of Michigan. And that'll stop the clock with 54 seconds left in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd and 6. 4 receivers set wide. Sullivan in the gun. Sullivan to Cieli up the middle. And Cieli, that could be a face mask. Tacked onto this one. Let's sort this one out. Yep. The guilty party, Xavier Pittman, the former Falcon. The safety. And that'll move the ball down to the 13-yard line. Golden opportunity now for the Redskins to get a touchdown. They're at the Jaguar 13 with 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Jaguars up by 2 scores, up by 11. 20-9. If you're the Redskins, you have to score a touchdown here to have some momentum going into the fourth quarter. In the offset eye, Sullivan under center. Sullivan to Cieli, and Cieli gets a yard to the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. On the tackle, number 51, Jesse Jones. Another Falcon, former Falcon, in his 5th year out of Ole Miss. Most of the former Falcons are on defense, but there's like 6 of them. Just amazing how many came over. It's amazing that Atlanta got rid of them. Atlanta was a bad team last season. They did beat the Ravens, but the Ravens were a bad team last season too. 2nd and 9 from the 12-yard line. McDade up the middle, and Landon McDade to the 6-yard line. And that's the end of the third quarter. Jacksonville up 20-9 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The Jaguars and the Redskins. Both teams 1-0, trying to get to 2-0 early on here in the season. Jaguars up by 11 as we start the fourth and final quarter. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Redskins at the Jaguars 6. A big third down. Sullivan under center. He's got Norris in motion. Sullivan drops back, throws to the end zone to Norris. He can't hold on. Incomplete. Broken up by Jesse Jones, the linebacker. That'll bring up 4th down. Well, you're down by 11. You need a field goal anyway. So Mike Bragg will come out. This will be a 23-yard attempt to make it a one-possession game again. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jaguars lead by 8, 20-12. Yeah, he should have caught that pass. You're right. Yeah, the Redskins can only muster 4 field goals so far today. But they do pull to within 1 possession. With 7:54 left, Jaguars up by 8. The Redskins will kick off. Still a lot of time left. if the Redskins defense can get a stop here. The kickoff by Sears. Fielded by Wheeler, about 3 yards deep over the 15, 20, 25. And Randall Wheeler out to the 25-yard line. The longtime Raider, Randall Wheeler, played 6 years with the Raiders. Now his first year with Jacksonville. Billy Joe Booth comes back out. 1st and 10. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. With the Bills and the Dolphins up next. From sunny Miami, where I'm sure the temperature is going to be hot. September in Miami is hot. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Booth under center. Booth hands off to Josh Allen. And Allen out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. Cameron Wright on the tackle. The Redskins play the Cowboys next week again. The Cowboys play the Patriots later this week down in Dallas. On 2nd and 6, Booth to Allen up the middle, and Allen out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 11. And a Jaguar first down. Josh Allen up to 79 yards now on the ground. I do like the Jaguar helmets. They look sharp. I've always liked their helmets, except for that two-tone monstrosity that they wore for a couple of years. Their original logo was nice, but this one's better. I like this newer one. It's a more ferocious Jaguar. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Booth to Allen around the outside again. And Allen all the way out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 10 yards and another Jaguar first down. Allen having a big day. He's at 89 yards now. He had 93 yards last week against the Panthers. So he's still looking for his first 100-yard game. He tore it up against the Panthers last week. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Booth under center. Davis in motion. Booth back to throw. Inside to David Little, the former Falcon tight end. Down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, it'll be 2nd and 5. Yeah, let's count the former Falcons. On offense, Alex Hayes, that's 1. David Little, that's 2. Dylan Britt, we haven't seen him yet, that's 3. So 3 on offense. On 2nd and 5 from the 45. Booth, pump fakes, throws downfield deep. He's got Reed. Touchdown, Jaguars. 45 yards to Brad Reed, the 10th-year receiver out of Tennessee. Against his former team, the Redskins. Yeah, it's got to be satisfying. The Redskins let you go. How do you like me now? I just burned you for a 45-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars back up by 2 possessions. 26-12. The extra point by Noah White. It's up, and it's good. Jaguars lead by 15, 27-12. With 6:02 left to play. Here in the 4th quarter, live from FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland, Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. So we have 3 former Falcons on offense. Let's look at the defense. Anthony Nisa, we haven't called his name yet, but that's 1. Let's see. Jesse Jones, the linebacker, that's 2. Vince Ellington, that's 3, the defensive back. Barrett Briggs, the free safety, that's 4. Xavier Pittman, that's 5. They have 8 former Falcons on the Jaguars. Unbelievable. Noah White will kick off. Fielded by Brandon at the 3-yard line over the 15-20. And Brandon out to the 24-yard line. Redskins find themselves really behind the 8 ball now. Down by 15 with 5:58 left to play. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need a 2-point conversion somewhere along the way. This could be a good game next week between the Giants and the Jaguars. They'll both be 2-0 if this score holds up. That could be a candidate for Sunday night. We'll see. 1st and 10. Sullivan, 3-step drop, throws inside, nearly picked off by Barrett Briggs in his 7th year out of Florida. It'll be 2nd and 10. In weeks 1 and 2, the Sunday night game is predetermined. And then we start flexing them in week 3. 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. 5 receivers set wide. Sullivan in the shotgun. Sullivan back. Throws downfield. Caught by Swift. Richard Swift all the way out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 20 yards. And a Redskin first down. Richard Swift in his 5th year out of Alcorn State. Time is not on the Redskins' side right now. 5:35 and counting here in the 4th quarter. They're down by 15. The Redskins do not have a touchdown today. Just 4 field goals. That's it. The Jacksonville defense has done a good job. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Sullivan in the gun. Sullivan, low snap, hands off to Cieli. Up the middle, he's got the first down to the Jaguar 44-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Redskins. They're not out of this yet. If they can score here relatively quickly, they have a shot. On the tackle, number 35, that's Spencer Estes in his 8th year out of Delaware State. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Sullivan in the gun. Sullivan drops back. Throws downfield. He's got a man. It's intercepted. Randall Wheeler picks it off. He was looking for Norris. And Wheeler steps in and gets the pick. And the Jaguars will take over at their own 22-yard line, up by 15. And I think that will probably do it. I don't see the Redskins coming back now, unless they were to get a pick 6 or something in the next couple of plays. The Redskin defense has to do something to bail them out here. 4:48 left to play here in the 4th quarter. And the Jaguars, a chance now for them to put this game away. Jacksonville off to an impressive start. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the gun. Booth hands off to Josh Allen. And Allen all the way out to the 33-yard line. The Redskins just couldn't get him down. First down, Jacksonville. 4:35 and counting. Robert Foster, the linebacker, finally brought him down. Oddly enough, Jacksonville's first 3 games are against the NFC East. Carolina, Washington, and then the Giants next week before they finally play in their own conference. Just the way the schedule fell. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Booth under center. Hands off to Allen. And Allen is going to get out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. Mel Kaufman on the tackle. The Giants are in a similar boat. The first 3 games for the Giants are against the AFC East. Patriots, Jets, and Jaguars next week. 2nd and 9. Booth in the shotgun. Booth to Allen. And Josh Allen to the 37-yard line. A gain of 3 to bring up 3rd and 6. Brian Trickett on the tackle. We're coming up on 3.5 minutes left. Jaguars up by 15, 27-12. 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down. Booth looks downfield, throws deep. It's caught. No, incomplete. It was upended. Trevont Wallace upends Alex Hayes. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Jaguars are going to have to punt. So the Redskin defense forces a 3-and-out. Cody Meyer, the former Jet, back to punt. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Norris at the 16-yard line. He'll bring it out to the 24. James Norris. 3:07 left. The Redskins have to score twice. Kurt Sullivan will come back out in his 9th year out of Florida State. It's going to be tough for the Redskins. They got to score twice in just over 3 minutes. Three receivers to the near side. Sullivan in the shotgun. Sullivan to Ciali, a draw play up the middle. And Ciali out to the 36, a gain of 12. Injury timeout on the Jaguars. Dante Ciali, 85 yards on the day. Injury timeout. Xavier Pittman made the tackle. Bills and Dolphins up next. I think tomorrow's schedule is Seahawks and the Steelers, followed by the Falcons and the Packers, if I'm not mistaken. Our doubleheader tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. 4 receivers set wide. Sullivan in the gun. Sullivan looking. Throws downfield. Caught by Vaden. All the way down to the 48-yard line. Justin Vaden. Another 12-yard gain. Another Redskin first down. Xavier Pittman again on the tackle for the Jaguars. We're under 3 minutes left. The Redskins down by 15. They got to start throwing it downfield. They got to score in a hurry. 1st and 10 from the 48. Sullivan in the shotgun. Sullivan back. Sullivan in trouble. Throws. Incomplete. Broken up by Randall Wheeler. And that'll stop the clock with 2:28 left here in the 4th quarter. The former Raider, Randall Wheeler. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Redskins at their own 48. Sullivan in the shotgun with a back on either side. Takes the snap. Throws to the near side. Is caught by Collins. He rolls out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain. Actually, no, a 3-yard gain. I'm sorry. To the Jaguar 49-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7. That'll stop the clock with 2:23 left. 2-minute warning coming up. Sullivan in the gun. Back to throw. Sullivan throws to Carter. His first catch down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 16. Donnell Carter, the rookie out of Penn State, the tight end. Be a Redskin first down. I don't think they'll get another playoff, though. 2-minute warning coming up. We reached the 2-minute warning. Jacksonville up 27-12 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Week 2, the Redskins and the Jaguars. Jaguars up by 15. Redskins trying to mount a comeback. They're at the Jaguar 33-yard line. Sullivan in the shotgun. Sullivan back. Throws to the near side. Caught by Collins again, out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Jalen Collins, the rookie running back out of Miami. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. That stops the clock. 1:57 left. If the Redskins can get a touchdown here, then it becomes interesting. 5 receivers set wide. Sullivan in the gun, empty backfield. Sullivan drops back, throws to the far side, evaded. Down to the 26, a gain of 4. Redskins in the hurry up, it'll be 3rd and 3. In the shotgun, Sullivan on 3rd down, takes the snap. Throws down the middle, caught by Vaden. And Vaden down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 11. First down Redskins, 1.5 minutes left. They stay in the hurry up. Sullivan takes the snap. Sullivan rolls out. He throws, caught by Swift down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 11, 1st and goal. They got to hurry up. 1:10 left. Sullivan in the gun. Looks to the end zone. Rolls out. Back of the end zone. Say, touchdown. Redskins. What a catch by Virgil Say. He had to reach back for it. They'll kick the extra point here to make it a 1-possession game. Watch this catch. He had to reach back for it. And he managed to get both feet in. In his 8th year out of Oregon State. And now Mike Bragg for the extra point to make it an 8-point game. Kick is up. And it's good. It's now a 1-possession game again. But the Redskins, they're going to have to kick an onside kick. There's only 1:04 left. So far this season, nobody has recovered an onside kick. We're only in week 2, though. Last year, it was successful 7 times. That's it. I forget how many attempts. I do know it was 7 successful onside kicks. Which is the most we've had in a long time. Normally it's around 4 or 5. Thomas Sears will kick the onside kick. And it's fielded by Brad Reed at the 44-yard line. The Redskins still have all 3 of their timeouts. They can play the timeout game and get the ball back with about maybe 30 to 40 seconds left. However, if the Jaguars get a first down, it's over. Josh Allen, he gets 100 yards. Good job. A 1:04 remaining. Jacksonville up 27-19. Yeah, of course, this is Davis's fault. In the I formation on 1st and 10. Booth to Allen. And Josh Allen escapes and gets out to the 38-yard line. The Redskins take a timeout. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Gracie's back. Say hi.
Hi.
There you go. Look, the kitty cats are playing. The Jaguars. She's blushing. I don't know why. 2nd and 5 from the 38-yard line. 59 seconds left. The kitty cats with the teal tongue. Can you say Jaguars?
Jaguars.
She does it with 3 syllables. 2nd and 5 from the 38. Yep. Booth to Allen up the middle, and Josh Allen to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. The Redskins take their 2nd timeout. 55 seconds left. I can't believe you used 3 syllables. It's 2 syllables. Jaguars, not Jaguars. 3rd and 2 from the 36-yard line. This is ball game for the Redskins. They got to get a stop here and take their final timeout. If the Jaguars get the first down, the game's over. Booth in the shotgun on 3rd down. Hands off to Allen, and Allen gets out to the 35, just a 1-yard gain. The Redskins make the stop. They take their final timeout. Yeah, there you go. Jaguars. Evil Dead says. Not Jaguars. They might try a 52-yard field goal here. Noah White's got a pretty good leg. It would make it a 2-possession game again. Well, he nailed a 49-yarder easily earlier. They're going to try it from 52. You'd put them up by 2 scores again. From 52 yards, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. I would have kicked it away. I would have put it myself. Now you give the Redskins a short field, down by 8. Now they don't have any timeouts, but they're at their own 42-yard line with 48 seconds left. So Kurt Sullivan will come back out. The Redskins have one more shot. I'm surprised Noah White missed it. He's got a rating of 95. He's the highest rated kicker in the league. 1st and 10 from the 42. Sullivan back. Sullivan gets sacked back at the 34-yard line. A loss of 12 yards, make it a loss of 8. It'll be 2nd and 18. 30 seconds left. He spikes it. That's going to bring up 3rd and 18. That'll stop the clock with 31 seconds left. Yeah, you can't throw down the middle. You can't throw down the middle. You have to throw out routes. 4 receivers spread wide on 3rd and 18. Sullivan in the gun. Back to throw. Steps up. In trouble. He throws. Incomplete. Broken up by Ken Washington, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Oregon. And that'll bring up 4th and 18. Justin Vaden, the intended receiver. 26 seconds left. It's 4th down. The Redskins have to get a first down here to keep this drive alive. Sullivan back, takes the snap. Steps up, throws. It's caught by Vaden. They got to get up here, spike it. A 23-yard gain. 10 seconds. And Sullivan will spike it with 10 seconds left. Yeah, Master Vader. Well, the Redskins, they'll probably throw a Hail Mary to the end zone now. Yep, they're lining up. 3 receivers to the near side. Sullivan in the gun. 10 seconds left. Sullivan back. Throws downfield into a crowd, bounces around, incomplete. 5 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and 10. This is ball game right here. The Bills and the Dolphins up next, down in Miami. It looks like, barring a miracle here, the Jaguars are going to go to 2-0, and the Redskins will drop to 1-1. On 3rd and 10, Sullivan throws underneath, incomplete. 1 second left. He tried to throw it short. Tracy Walters knocked it down, the 9th-year defensive back out of Texas. One more play. 1 second left. The Redskins will try another Hail Mary. Here we go, ball game. Sullivan throws into a crowd. Say comes down with it, but they run out of time. Your final score, Jacksonville 27, Washington 19. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Dolphins and Bills up next. We'll see you then.